Hi, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Wood Dragon Lunar New Year reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Interesting. One more card. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. What's very interesting is that the Knight of Wands just fell right out, reversed instantaneously. So we need to connect with our inner child and we need to connect with our inner voice. That is going to be one of the most important things that we can do during this Wood Dragon year, to connect with our voice, to connect with ourselves, to ground ourselves, and to cut through doubts and fears and negativity that has been holding us back. Because our inner voice right now is going to come from a place of negativity. We can be astoundingly harsh on ourselves, not to say this to make us doubt or to make us feel like, oh my gosh, I can't possibly, move forward. It's very much to say this year is going to have us looking at things in a very new light, and it's going to bring up the fact that we need to have faith in our voice and in the power of ourselves. And that's going to be a very important thing. This is also air sign energy: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If we have air sign energy in our chart, if we have air sign energy in our life, we can be bucking up against this energy. It will not be the easiest for us. However, it will be the one that teaches us the most. We're going to be moving forward with the Six of Swords. Are we going to be unsteady moving forward? Yes. Are we going to doubt? Are we going to be questioning? Absolutely. But we're still going to be moving forward, and that's going to be the best thing for us. We have the Emperor coming into play. The Emperor represents Aries energy, time frame March 21st to April 19th. If we're born on the cusp with Aries, or we have Aries in our chart, this is going to come, or in our lives, this energy is going to come through very, very powerfully. We're going to see that this is a time where we're stepping into the sacred masculine energy. Now we can see if we're comfortable with sacred masculine energy or sacred feminine energy, if we have a proclivity towards one or the other. But there is a positive connection with sacred masculine energy during this time. We can do the simple meditation of taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and then just chanting sacred masculine, sacred masculine, sacred masculine. See what comes forward. Also see the imagery that comes forward, or the sounds that come forward. What do you experience, feel when you chant sacred masculine energy? Do you feel like, do you tighten up? Do you get a bit afraid? Or do you feel astoundingly comfortable? Taking note of this, because if we feel afraid, we have to work on our connection with our sacred masculine energy, because we are a conglomeration of both the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine. And we have to be at ease with both of these elements. And then we can do the sacred feminine, just chant sacred feminine, sacred feminine, sacred feminine, and see what comes up there. Do we feel tensed or do we feel relaxed? Do we feel like we can step into this energy, or do we feel like, no, we can't? So again, being aware of this during this time is going to be very important for us. We are going to see that we're embracing power. Our sacral chakra, no, our root chakra is going to be something that we need to meditate on and work with, and see ourselves being grounded, being rooted in things. We're moving towards our happiness, not what everybody else thinks of as happiness, but really seeing what makes me happy, what brings me joy. We are going to get caught up with the Four of Pentacles, here, with vampiric energy, kind of like that draining energy. This is what should bring me joy. This is what should bring me happiness. This is what this person wants me to be. This is what that person wants me to be. Type of energy is coming forward. But we're going to see that we need to step back, right? Spirit is going to lead us in a direction that we hadn't anticipated, or we didn't know we needed to be in. And so Spirit is going to be handing us a gift. We're going to be really focused on one way of doing things, and it's going to come out of trauma. It's going to come out of doubt. It's going to come out of fear. It's very much in that vampiric, Four of Pentacles energy. Also blockages around our chakra energy, blockages around our, psychic, empathic, spiritual energy flow will be coming up during this time. So do be ready. It can be a humdinger. So just be aware of this. And we're going to see that spirit takes us out of the place that we think we should be focusing on, which is again around the trauma, and brings forward, I want to say love. That's the energy that's coming forward. Brings forward love, brings forward a healing, brings forward an idea that at first we're going to be really annoyed with. It's like, no, not that path, this path. We're going to be saying, but yet opens up so much to us that we're astounded. So let's see what spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a heart emoji in the description box below. A person will be chosen. No, not in the description. In the comment box below, a person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of March. So keep your eyes open for that. And the winner will be announced in a separate video, and all the instructions will be there. So yeah, don't be scammed by anybody contacting you in the comment box. So let's see what spirit has to say. Oh, and if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. And by popular demand, we have mini readings out for purchase, so get those while you can. All right, let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. Here we have goddess energy reverse. So that connection with the sacred feminine, with the goddess energy, it's reverse. We don't have that tight connection that we need, that beautiful sense of this is the energy that will nurture, this will the energy that will help me take my steps forward. So connecting with that goddess energy is going to be a very important thing. Now, we cannot believe in goddess energy, and that's perfectly fine, but how does the sacred feminine appear in your world, in your culture, in your religion, in your practices? And then connecting with that and saying, okay, how do I step into that energy or connect with that energy? Let's see what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Here we have inner child. Yes, that's exactly what spirit was saying at the very beginning of this reading, that we need to connect with our inner child. And this is the heart chakra. So connecting with our heart chakra is going to be so important. And this is to embrace our love, to embrace our sense of self. And we can do the meditation of just taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and visualizing the adult that you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were, and visualize that child running into your arms, and say to that kid, I love you. I will always love you. I will always be here for you. I will always believe you. I will always trust you. You are my best in the whole entire world. And see what comes forward. But connecting with that inner child and bathing that inner child with love, bathes you with love, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's powerful. Let's see what our energy to be mindful of is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have, be mindful of the Four of Pentacles. It comes out in our reading. It comes out in our message from Spirit, and it also falls right over the Four of Pentacles. So be mindful of that vampiric energy, that draining energy, keeping you held back, keeping you from the place you want to be. You're cutting off chains. You're cutting off the expectations of others, not the people who believe in you, not the people who want to see you succeed and achieve. We're cutting off the expectations of others or the demands of others that don't care. They just don't care. These are leeches. These are people that will suck you dry, that will take all your joy, all your prosperity, all your success from you and leave you with nothing. And we're done with that. So just be aware of this during this time, that we're done with that energy. We've lived in that energy for way too long. It's had too much power, and it doesn't get to have any more power. So let's talk about this wood dragon year, or let's talk about what the wood dragon symbolizes. So the dragon symbolizes power, nobleness, honor, luck, and success. And a dragon year is epitomized by activity and reaction. So this is a year where everybody's super reactionary. Super reactionary. It's fun. It's not that we don't have enough acting and then thinking type of energy in our world. So just be mindful about this. We are going to be rather reactionary and dealing with everybody's energy that is much more aligned with being reactionary. So stepping back from that, embracing calm, embracing peace, taking a breath, taking deep breaths in and just like, yeah, doing that exhale, which I'm sorry, that can sound annoying, but it is actually the exhale that is one of the most calming things that we can do for ourselves. So focusing on that exhale is super important. It's like telling a kid when they get really upset, okay, pretend you're blowing out a birthday candle. Like take that big breath in and focus on blowing out all that, all that energy that's in you or all the anger that's in you. Blow out that birthday candle and see what happens. And they feel calmer. And then they can, just do that a couple of times. And it's really good. So embracing the fact that we're moving towards luck, we're moving towards success, that we are building this energy. That's fantastic. Now, wood. Wood fuels the element of fire. And the quality of the dragon is enhanced because it is in the wood element. So just be mindful about this. This time is about succeeding. It's about achieving. It's about, okay, how are you moving things forward? How are you embracing your success? How are you getting to the next level and the next level? Be aware of this during this time. Be aware that we're going to also be looking at, okay, what does everybody covet? Like, what does everybody want? What does everybody value? That's what I should be valuing too. We do have a heads up on a lot of people because we have the 10 of Cups. We'll embrace what we love. We're going to be really connecting with that energy. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards in the whole entire world. And I love it because it always makes me think of the old Nordic saying, better to be king of a cottage than servant in a castle. And I love that because, yes, it gives you this kind of romantic idea of living out, in the middle of nothing or living out far away while everybody else, has to scurry around serving the castle, serving the king, serving whomever. And you get to be your own boss. But also in our modern world, it is a beautiful thing. Better to be king of a cottage, better to have a cottage than a castle, a McMansion, a huge, a bigger is better type of attitude that we have with our world. And then be, the servant to everything that entails and not get to enjoy our lives. So here with the 10 of Cups, it's like, remember your happiness and remember what makes you happy. And it's not, I have to go find what it makes me happy. It's what brought you joy when you were small. We're crowned with our inner child. The Page of Swords right here. Now, though it's reversed, I want you to see that Spirit is talking to you, right? Constant communication. You're going to be getting messages and you're cutting through doubts and fears and negativities, hurts and pains and disappointments. But you have to embrace the voice of your inner child. That is going to be so important. The voice of your inner child. And know that your voice that's going to come forward first in your head is going to be one of criticism. It's going to come from that vampiric energy, from the energies that were draining you when you were small and have been draining you ever since, that said you can't. There is no way you should be able to. You absolutely will not. And you're going to see that you are rebelling against that during this time. But man, does it sucker punch you. So just be aware of this. It will come. It will sucker punch you. It will make you think, oh, I only have this deep, dark hole to connect with. And Spirit's like, absolutely no. So just be aware of this. You're going to be moving forward. Your angels are blessing you. You're going to be moving forward towards the unknown, towards dreams, towards what you desire. Okay? You're going to be protecting what is sacred to you. And you're going to be seeing yourself slicing through doubts and fears. But the doubts and fears come up. Just keep on putting one foot in front of the other. That's going to be the best way to get forward. Because the Six of Swords, it does have doubt. It does have fear. It does have like, oh, I don't think I can, or I don't know if I should. But we're going to see ourselves, being able to really combat that. Or not combat that, but move through it. It's not like, oh, my fear has to be something that I absolutely destroy. No, Pisces, one of the things with us is that we're born with a good dose of fear, sometimes a little bit more than most people, so we can overcompensate. And especially if we're born on the cusp with, fire sign energy, yes, but the cusp with Aries, or we have strong Aries in our chart or fire sign energy in our chart, we're going to want to rebel against that. And then we can have our temper come out and be like, I'm not afraid. I'm just, I'm achieving, I'm succeeding. I'm just going to fight all the dragons. So just be aware of this during this time that can come through. But part of who we are is to see the fear and feel the fear and do it anyway. And to say, yeah, man, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm overwhelmed. And instead of saying, I'm going to fisticuffs this, I'm going to fight my way out of this, I'm going to embrace my emotions. I'm going to calm things down. I'm going to center myself. And I'm going to see where the next step takes me. And that's going to be a really important thing. The Emperor comes in, and the Emperor, is the King of Kings. And we're going to see that we are embracing our power, we are embracing our authority, we are also embracing our kind of like battle skills, our way of looking at the world kind of 3D, and seeing things in multidimensional ways, in ways that connect us, that lead us, that guide us, that have us being like, okay, this is how I prepare for that battle, or this is how I embrace this, or this is how I embrace that. We're not going to be very big risk takers. So do be mindful about this, because an emperor, a really good emperor, does not just throw, people and, armies at foolish things. You have to think things through. And that's going to be part of us during this time, is that we're very calculating. And that's a very good thing for us. It works out well in our favor. So just be aware of this during this time, that we aren't just going to jump into things. Like, people can think, oh, you're just so reactionary, but we've thought about it for a very long time. Communicate that with others so that they can see the different angles that you're coming from, because you do tend to be so quiet, like so, quiet and introspective when you're working things out, that people think, oh, you just did it. And it's like, no, I've been planning this for a while. So just be aware of that. Follow your heart's bliss. Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. And he clarified that, where it's like, you won't be happy every moment of every day. But if you're going after happiness, if you're making happiness a priority, if you, put joy as a place of power and beauty in your life, then you transform your life in an exquisite way. So with the 10 of Cups, it's follow your bliss. And remember, it is better to be king of a cottage than servant in a castle. Remember that. It brings us to the 4 of Pentacles. Vampiric energy that's been trying to drain us, trying to make us doubt ourselves, trying to hold us back. And we're seeing it. Now, there are 2 ways that we can also be dealing with things. Now, for those of us who are more psychic, empathic, spiritually inclined, we can have a tendency, and givers, like, we can have a tendency to just drain ourselves dry. We don't have our guards up around our chakra energy. We don't have our guards up around our healing energy, and we can just feel drained all the time. We need to have rituals. We need to have, a grounding within ourselves to ground us, to stabilize us, to help us to move forward to the place that we need to be, body, mind, and spirit, and not be drained just by simply existing in this world. For others of us, there's another extreme of the coin. It's, the pendulum swings the opposite way, where we are too guarded. We don't talk to spirit because we dare not open that door and see what happens. We are holding ourselves back. And this is going to drain us. Like, one way drains us because we're just giving too much. This way drains us because we can't receive anything. Okay. We can't receive any healing, grounding, loving energy from the universe, from the world around us, because we're filled up. We're filled up, and it's not all with good stuff. So just be aware of this during this time. We can feel drained. We can feel overwhelmed. There's a level of exhaustion that can come with this year that, again, we have to see where we are in the energy sphere. Do we give all our energy away, or do we have ourselves just completely blocked up? And then be honest, because it will not help you if you're not honest with yourself. But be honest in the release, because you'll see the release coming, and you'll see the release from vampiric energy that has been around you, that has been holding you back. And it brings us then to the 4 of Cups reversed. You are really going to think that's the path. Like, that's the path, that's the road, that's how I'm going down, that's what I'm doing, and stop. That's it. And Spirit is going to be like, hey, Pisces, you have to do this. And it's going to put it in your path. Seriously, Spirit is going to put it in your path in ways that you just hadn't imagined. And you're going to see that you walk down a different road. Not like, it doesn't have to be completely different from what you had envisioned. But Spirit is going to make you be doing something or have something thrown in your path that you're just like, you're annoyed about it when it comes. And then it's like, oh. Later on, it's like, oh, light bulb, aha moment comes in, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it. But my goodness, are you going to resist it? So just be aware of that. Okay. There's also a sense, Spirit just said somebody finds their king. I don't know if you're looking for somebody, we do have the repeat of the number 4 3 times. So a grounding in our home life, but also in our bodies, in our soul, in ourselves. 1-4 is reverse, so we can find this to be a little bit difficult. We can find like certain aspects, like we can be like the physical could be really easy for us, but not the home and not the spiritual. So just or like the spiritual could be really easy for us, but not the physical or the home. So just be aware of this during this time. So yeah, that's going to be an important thing. And then yeah, but somebody is either stepping into the role of emperor, like stepping into like I'm taking on this king role in my life, like I'm the king of my existence and my soul and myself. You'll know if that feels right to you when said. Or you're finding your king, your protector, your person who is like, okay, I got this. And it doesn't matter the gender, it really doesn't, or how they identify themselves. It just simply matters that that's like the energy that they exude. It's like, no, I'm super capable. Like, and I got this. And that's really cool. Okay. Subconscious spirit message is wish. What do you wish for? Because spirit is hearing your wishes. So make them good. Make them good. Our subconscious chakra, there we go, chakra energy is balance. And this is the root chakra. We are stepping into our root chakra. Spirit showed our root chakra coming forward, very strongly with the emperor. And we're going to see stepping into our root chakra energy and embracing balance, embracing harmony. It brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and it's the hangman. Be mindful that we're going to think we have to just change everything about us, right? We just are going to have to do this huge rehaul or a renovation of ourselves. And it's like, do you really need to? Like, yeah, there are things we can improve and we're going to know it, but we're going to be looking at things differently. And then going to be thinking, do I need to look at it even more differently? Am I right? Am I moving forward the right way? And we're just going to think, just tear it all down and start again. I'm just going to reconstruct me completely. And Spirit's like, no, be mindful about that because we'll take it to the extreme. Our subconscious tarot message is the world. The world, here it is, the universe. The world is opening up to us. Here, I love that there's this person made of snow and of wind. And there's a sense of there's no limitation to us. We are as free and as, and as expensive as the universe itself. And we can fly through the stars. So that is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Know that the world is opening to you. It doesn't mean that we have to jet set and be going everywhere, but it does mean that we move forward in possibilities and we don't feel that we're held back in one way or another. All right. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. And before we do the meditation, please note that it will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Pisces, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.